don't know. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. How is everybody doing? Y'all want to get lined up in here right, 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 right damn now. You don't want to be playing. The nightly news from PhoenixStreetNews.com. Shit always says something that you didn't say. Like, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. PhoenixStreetNews.com. We are live. So it says, what do you mean by we are live? Hell if I know. Dun, 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 dun. TikTok, get up in here, man. Get up in here. Get up in here. Like and share this show with all of your friends, not just my friends. And you need to be our friend too. Don't pay attention to this. If I turn it around where you can see the brand, but that doesn't mean that I am a brand ambassador for Mountain Dew. But Yahoo Mountain Dew, back in the old days when I was a kid growing up, oh yeah. And we were country too. In the South, Yahoo Mountain Dew was the thing. Can you hear me okay? Can you, TikTok, can you hear me okay? Let's make sure we got the volume deal up as wherever we can get it. We're trying some new contraptions here for sound, for audio. Da-dee-dee-da, bop, bop. So I need y'all to tap in. We are going to do the news. And for you that are watching the TikTok, uh, I have some data in the background, right back here. See? Now, for all of you that have this notion that we, black folks, are doing okay, I want you to think again. And the thing is why are we not doing okay? Now, on that now news, I got to deal with things that are in the news. Now, and I need you on TikTok to get in here. I know it's late. I don't generally do these shows until after hours when it's quiet, when I'm probably not going to be interrupted. You know what I mean? And I think I did, in fact, get my uh, lip balm thing because even though they are not like stupid assy, but when they get back, these big freaking lips got a tendency to gather light from everywhere, from outside, even daylight. And these lips will pick up any light, street light, and some more shit. And they will be looking dusty. I know some of y'all seen them niggas with them dusty ass lips. I mean, can we say, oh, that's right. I forgot. We got social engineering going on TikTok, and you got to be very, 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 very careful of what it is that you say and how you say it. And not only what it is that you say and how you say it, but what did you mean when you said what you said you said? And TikTok got officials that are actually combing through what you said to see if what you said is what you said. And I'm thinking, nope, not what you said. And not what you said, boy. You know that is not what the hell you said. Now, is it there? Now, is it? Oh, what's going on? Um, Let me see here. What can I do there with that? Okay. I don't know. All right. But like and share the show. What's going on over here, TikTok? Uh, Y'all all get in here. We will need to get this all straight. We got the news. We got the old man Earl up in here, baby. And if you like it and you like the way we move, I need you to hit me with these hearts before we get started. I need you to damn double tap because you just glad I am here on a Monday. And I'm glad you're there as well. And because we are here together, we're doing this thing here together, like me and you and I and all that, right? We are family and everything. We got to show some love. So hit me with these hearts, baby. Stop playing. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. We got to take care of business up in her. And I'm going to give a little roll call in a minute. I need for y'all to line up and get up in here. Like right now, I need about 20, 30, 40 of y'all up in here right now. I know it's early in the morning, but where some of y'all are, it's about to be daylight and some more stuff. And y'all need to be getting up anyway. And this is just in time for East Coast people. And y'all probably up. Y'all up moving around anyway. East Coast people, y'all never sleep. And this is a good thing because the truth just can't be out a lot of times doing normal hours. You know what I mean? Doing normal hours is so much other wickedness out there and confusion. So you can't tell what the hell is going on. And I wonder, is my what you call them back there reversed? It is. I wonder how that happened. I wonder how, in fact, do I fix that? That's interesting. But that's over on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll have to figure something out about that. I know I don't generally drink this kind of stuff. And ain't no telling what is in that can. But line up in here. Just get this party started, baby, baby. We about to cook up in here because we got the Carmelo. We got Carmelo issue is still popping and getting bigger. It's getting bigger. And I'm going to explain my Johnny Cochran position on the Carmelo sticking. You know what I mean? Don't move. Hey, don't touch me. Can I keep my space right here? This is my square. This is my square right here. And I got to protect my square because inside my square is my life. It's the only life I got. And I can't be playing games inside my square because it is an obvious threat if it's inside my square. As long as it's outside my square, hell, we can probably get along, bro. You can yak over there. Yeah. Good. I'm good. Don't touch. Don't get in the box. Do not get in the box. I'm not responsible for anything that happened inside the box of my life and survival. You step inside the box, oh, we got issues. We got issues. And you got to respect the box. You got to respect another man's space. I thought y'all had to stand your ground anyway. I thought for white people, stand your ground was the rule. Now I'm thinking right now, what? White stand your ground don't work for black people? Ain't no stand your ground. You ain't got no ground to stand on. I'm just saying you ain't like got a ground like we got ground. We got the ground. You got it ain't ground like that. It ain't solid ground. Okay, well, I mean, if y'all ever did anything else, y'all have watched some black people on TV, heard some black people on the rap song. Do it sound like they playing? Do it sound like it? Do it sound like black people are playing with each other? And now here you are, an outsider. You just gonna run over black men too. Everybody get to run over black men, women, kids, police, everybody. Nah, man, we got to draw the line somewhere. As black men, we got to draw the line somewhere. And we are drawing the line right here. Like I said, y'all tap in. I know it's early in the morning for some of y'all. And Facebook, I will be sharing TikTok later with y'all. Carla Marie. Wait. If you're a single lady, in the chat, give me some hearts. Give me some hearts right now. If in fact you are a single lady right now, if you're a single lady, pop, 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 double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap for single as for single women right now. Tap, 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 tap. Respect the game. You single right now. Tap the screen. You single right now. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some hearts, baby. Where my single women at? Where you at, baby? Show me some love, because I show love you. I show do. You're a single woman in here right now. Damn, give me some hearts. We got one heart. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on now. I know a lot of ladies are single. I need the single ladies to give me some, to give me something right now. Because we're gonna talk about single women, we're gonna talk about family and stuff here in a minute. And if you want to hear my position, JT, what's going down? April, what's happening, April, baby? I knew a lady named April and stuff. She was cool, cool, cool for a long time until she became uncool. You know what I mean? And it was just a wrap after that. But April is cool. What's up, baby? I like you, April. You single, baby? Sis, give me a tap if you single, April. Oh, so your birthday and the month. Hey, we in April and stuff. Don't fool me and stuff. But you are April baby in April, and well, see, I'm a Scorpio. I'll put it like this: I'm a Scorpio. Now, where my Scorpios at? If you're a single female and you're a Scorpio too, bam, 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 bam. Give me some hearts. Let's see where my wild women at. Let's see where the wildest women in the world is. Where the Scorpio ladies at? Bam, 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 bam. Hit me, hit me, hit me. There's some Scorpio ladies in here. Okay. What's up from there? Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius ladies in here. Woo, 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 woo. Y'all kind of wild too. Shoot me some hearts. If you're a Sagittarius female and you single and you up in the building with the Godfather, baby, you at the Godfather. Now, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to the official Godfather of relationships, but I'm the elder. If I say I was around before Kevin Samuels was around before Kevin Samuels was yak yak yak, but Kevin Samuels was nice to y'all. Kevin Samuels was really nice, and I'm old and grumpy. I'm damn Uncle Ruckus radical, and hey, all bets is off with me. Nah, I'm gonna have to tell you just like it is. And I'm gonna say this, especially for you sisters out here, and people might not have told you. If you're a single sister out here, raise your hand, give me some hearts right now. Where I need this is for the single sisters. This conversation is gonna be for you. And because this these statistics these statistics behind me, only you as a young sister, and I'm gonna tell you how young in a minute. If you want to know how young, as the coolest sisters, where you gotta fall in, a little bracket, you need to fall in if you want to win. If you want to win, if you're a sister and you single and you want to win, tap in, give me some hearts. Give me some hearts. If you want to know the formula, baby, for the win from 2025 and beyond. That part. That, if you want to be on that program, uh, Rude, what's happening now? Rude, Hampton, what's going on? Placebo, what's happening? Healthy hair. Oh, and if you have a business, tap in right now. Give me some hearts. If you are an entrepreneur, if you're an entrepreneur, you got a product or service to sell to the general public, tap in because I want to invite you at some point in the future on the show because we want to highlight our people that are in business, wherever they are. You feel me? So if you got a business, you need to tap in. Give me some hearts if you got a business. If you are entrepreneur and you are self-employed, pretty much, then I need some hearts. Because this show is a business show. Phoenix Street News is pretty much, I might as well give you the rundown. PhoenixStreetNews.com is a news and entertainment directory that caters to bars, nightclubs, restaurants, other entertainment venues, and provides digital advertising for small businesses just like yours. But wait, there's more. Business printing, business cards, flyers, banners, all that kind of cool stuff. Damn, could there be any more? Oh, hell yeah. It's the modern age. It's technology. OTT, over the top. Technology is what we're talking about. We're talking about TV and radio. OTT, TV and radio, powered by Connect to Your City. The app, Connect to Your City, delivering digital data in 190 countries and now over 200 channels. I, of course, am one of those 200 plus channels on Connect to Your City. Now, you can get my programming either on Connect to Your City, the app, or the hell was that noise? I don't know anybody. Can we be moving around? This late? Hmm. Anyway, back to the story. Uh, who all we got in here? Curtis Scales, what's happening? Invite there's the co-host. Uh Marie, you wanna jump in for a minute? What do you do? What do you do, Marie? What do you do, Marie? Let's see. You got to be able to speak English to be on this damn show. You feel me? No, I don't see anybody on there uh that qualify for invitation. All right, so let me go through here and shout out a few of you. Uh, that's in the building. Leo Walker, what's going on? Kevin Smith, what's happening? How y'all doing? Do Flash Gold. No, Flash Gold, three credit flows and stuff, whatever. Let's do some doing I don't know how that got on the screen, but it's on there. Let's get rolling. Let's get some stuff happening. We got some hard. So, what is in the news that everybody is talking about? Yeah, okay. Carmelo. Now, can we do some critical thinking? If you want critical thinking right now, if you want some critical thinking, let's do some critical thinking about the Carmelo situation. In the news, finishfitnews.com, radio and television, my position. Now, what are we dealing with on the day in question? Well, let's see what time we got. 23 minutes. On the day in question, it's a downpour. It's a track and field, open track and field event, right? If you know it was an open track and field event, TikTok, and you know it had been a downpour, if you know it had been raining on the day of the track meet, give me some hearts. Give me some hearts, TikTok. If you know that it was raining, if you know that it was raining, come on, we got to get some honesty around here. We got to get some honesty in here. I don't care if it's just two of you in here. Do you know if it was, did you know that it was raining? It had been raining the day of the track meet, and it had been a downpour. Now, I need to know if you're familiar with that. Give me some hearts if you're familiar. Huh? Are you familiar with that? Give me some hearts. Okay, so you're not familiar with it, I take it. Give me a rose or something, glitter or something, whatever tangible items we can get right here. If, in fact, you didn't know that it was a rainy day, the day of the event. Right? Okay, so it's a rainy day, a downpour, not just rain, not sprinkle, not drizzle, downpour. So the kid is Carmelo is under the tent, right? Rain stops. Rain stops. Sky's not clear, but at this point, Austin decides him and his twin brother decide of taking upon themselves to come to the conclusion that Carmelo needs to leave from under the tent. Like right now, bro. Right now, bro. You got to go. Now, okay, so let's look at what we're working with here. He's up under the tent of a different team, right? It's been a downpour. Now, you can assume that where he's sitting under the tent is dry. The seats are dry. Can we assume that the seats is dry? TikTok, give me some hearts. If we can assume that the seats that they are sitting on, that Carmelo is sitting on, underneath the tent is dry. Right? It's dry. Now we got to assume that all of the other seats that are exposed to the rain are wet. They wet seats. The rest of the area is wet. Okay, so these boys are saying to the young brother, you got to leave from up under our tent. Not going to get any officials, any adults, coaches, or anybody. They're going to take it upon themselves to decide that, excuse me, buddy, you got to leave from under the tent. And you got to go and sit on some of them wet seats while you're playing, partner, dark skinned guy. And there's no bunch of y'all here to kind of help you. We always like an advantage. You know what I mean? Dark skinned guy. So now Austin decides that you ain't moving fast enough, bro. You ain't moving from under here to go out into the wet seats fast enough. Not at all. You taking too long here. We might need to help you, bro. We gotta help you exit from under that tent. Yeah, feel me? Austin, what you gonna do? Look here, boy. I'm probably about to put my hands on you. Ah, wait a minute. Wait just a second, mister. If in fact you do put your hands on me, there are going to be consequences. for your behavior. Going to be consequences. In my bag, they have already opened. I'm going to reach in my bag. Now, if you proceed to put your hands on me again, I'm going to have to come out the bag. I got to come out the bag. I'm feeling threatened right here, right now. I'm feeling threatened because I'm telling you, back off. Don't touch me. Back off. Leave me alone. Now, at this point, how y'all doing? You wave the Leo, Dr. Run invite, class invite, goalie, blah, 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 blah. Who else we got here? Give me some hearts and some more stuff. And if in fact you got a contrary position on this, and that is not self-defense, oh, I'm gonna need you to hit the Cash App for like $10 and come on. Yeah, come on and explain your position. Explain how he ain't standing his ground and how Carmelo ain't defending himself against several individuals. You can come on. You cannot be playing around here. It costs you to ride this train. Because the little gifts and the little hearts, y'all ain't active enough. I'll starve to death waiting on a heart and some double taps because y'all don't appreciate the truth. Now, if you want to have a opposite, opposing opinion of anything that I say on this show, you are welcome to step right up to the plate, be a grown man or woman, and back up your position if in fact you can. And you're going to have to back it up with dollars, and I hope you got some sense because you're going to have them on this platform. I don't play over here. I'm the elder. I don't play, and I take no prisoners. That part. You get to learn real fast over here. And if you ready to step up your game to critical thinking, you in the right place. Otherwise, you can be on them other people's platform. You can be on them other people's platform, and you can argue back and forth and argue back and forth and agree to disagree and all of that. Not here. One of us is right and one of us is absolutely incorrect. And we're going to find out who's incorrect. Either you or I. And if you got the guts, put your money where your mouth is. We ain't playing over here. Y'all not gonna starve me on TikTok playing this. Oh, I need to get some glitters and I need to get some hearts and I need to beg y'all on us on TikTok for support. No, we're not doing that. I got my own conversation. Go to PhoenixStreetNews.com. Go to PhoenixStreetNews.com. TV, radio, magazine, independent of all of this, over the top system, OTT. Over everything. I'm on a. Okay, we gotta obviously do 2 or 3 quick things one time here. All right, so anyway, the deal is okay, so now they're from under the tent. The tent is down at the bottom of the bleachers, right? You following me here? This conversation, doing some Johnny Cochran here, and we are going to need, if it doesn't, the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Glove, it don't fit, you gotta quit. Understand me? You do understand where we are going right here. On this show, we get to the bottom of the thing. We don't need no gray areas. I do critical thinking. Okay? So now, the premise is that Carmelo is underneath their tent and they need to get him from underneath their tent. Right? Okay, well, in putting his hands on Carmelo, Carmelo is from up under his tent now, right? Carmelo is from under his tent. The white, the where does Austin get punctured? How far away from the tent is Austin when he gets stuck? You seen the picture? You seen the image? You want me to put it up for you? You want me to put it up for you? You know how far he is away from the tent? 9 bleachers. 9. 9 bleachers up. Up from the tent. So, explain to me how Austin and Hunter are 9 steps up the bleachers away from the tent, harassing Carmelo. Huh? And it appears that they are chasing him, pursuing him. He is backing up. He is backing up the bleachers. Not going to the side, down a row. He is backing up the fucking bleachers. He's going up, up. He's went up 9 seats. Oh, that looks like pursuit. That's pursuit of Carmelo. That's not, he's from under the tent now. We good. We've achieved our goal of getting him from under the tent. If getting him from under the tent was your intent. Because he is far from the tent by the time an actual physical, but by the time he actually fights back, he is far from the tent. And Austin and Hunter had pursued him up the bleachers. Why y'all doing that? Why y'all bullying the boy? Why don't y'all just let the boy alone? He's not under the tent anymore. Huh? He ain't under the tent no more. So why is the tent? The tent ain't an issue. The tent never was an issue. The tent never was an issue. Wanda Jackson, what's going on? Carmen Anthony, what's going on? Soul Duggery, what's going on? Pat Wise, what's happening? Elizabeth, what's going on? Dean Jackson, what's happening? Snake Man 1984, what it do, bro? And stuff. Now, if at some point, if I have said something that looked like is I'm working the process, I'm putting something out of context, then please let me know. Because as far as I can see, and what the witnesses say, Hunter and Austin are bullying the brother. And you don't decide as the bully how threatened the victim is. Oh, I don't think you was that threatened. Well, you don't know how I perceive a threat. I perceive 2 against 1 as a threat. And a bunch of more white people in the area, oh, I see all of this as a serious threat. Oh, yeah, I'm at risk right now. Yeah, boy. And standing my ground didn't work because they pursued me all the way up the bleachers, 7 to 9 steps. That's a long way. Uphill, up the bleachers? Like, yo, bro, don't mess with me. Oh, bro, stop it. No, what y'all doing? Oh, no, bro, I told you. Stop. Leave me alone. I have to go in my bag. No, stop. What you want him to do? What do you want him to do? And what would you have done in them same situation? What would you have wanted your kid to do in that same situation, regardless of color? What would you have wanted your kid to do faced with several people bullying him and accosting him and chasing him pretty much? What would you want your son to do or daughter? Because y'all got to ask real, logical, rational questions. Because obviously, we got a problem with race in America, especially without the reparation check. We got a problem with race in America when everybody's trying to say, oh, we don't see color. Oh, you seeing color right now, though, aren't you? Oh, you seeing color. You've been seeing color all the time. You just lie. A lot. Oh, I don't see color. Cut the reparation check if you don't see color. If you want to be fair, cut the check. And then we can get it on. Because I think we get the reparation check. We outdo white tea people in America on all areas. Y'all level the playing field a little bit. Oh, yeah, we win all day. And y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all don't want to give us the check because y'all know the lies that y'all told that we were inferior were just that, lies. And now with Trump, y'all want to take away black history. Y'all want to erase all of what we did and erase all of the heinous activity that y'all did. What did DeSantis say about critical race theory? DeSantis said, do you want us to teach our children the truth and turn them against us. If you teach the truth, it will turn our children against us. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. You did some ugly stuff. Yeah. Your children need to know you're not a nice person. And they come from their bloodline, didn't come from nice people. It ain't like y'all the best humans on the planet by no means. Oh, look at your history. Oh, yeah, there's a trail of darn bloodshed. You feel me? So we don't want to talk about, oh, you don't want to tell the truth because it's going to make you look bad. Hey, I ain't responsible for that. You the one that did made your own history in America. Slavery, women's suffrage, Japanese internment camps, Indians on the reservation, not to mention that the 5 civilized tribes, including Cherokee, had slaves. So throw that in there. Yeah, that part. Yeah, Native Americans had slaves too. Check out the Trail of Tears. That was about the Cherokee Nation that had been moved out of the Carolinas and sent to the Oklahoma territories. They took 100 black slaves with them and walked from North Carolina, from the Carolinas to the Oklahoma territories. That is the Trail of Tears of black slaves being marched from the Carolinas through the woods with snakes and stickers. You know how far it is from the Carolinas to the Oklahoma territories? You better get it together. The Cherokee Nation that owes black people in Oklahoma right now that don't consider themselves African Americans or black, they consider themselves Cherokee Indians because they are the descendant of the slaves that the Cherokee Nation took to Oklahoma. But you do understand that the Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma did not and has not given the descendants of the slaves that they had in Oklahoma full Indian rights. So who they supposed to be? Who they supposed to be? They can't be us because they don't identify as us. They identify as Cherokee Indians. But they got to be Cherokee Indians because the Cherokee Nation, in exchange for the land in the Carolinas, got 100 slaves and some more trinkets and the Oklahoma territory. It's what the Cherokee Nation got for the Carolinas. They got us. Okay. And so brothers that are running around talking about they Indians, yeah, yes, yeah, you are. From the Cherokee Nation and 4 other civilized tribes that had slaves as well. Yeah, the Indians ain't telling you about that though, huh? Man, they ain't talking about that part. And you ain't asking. And the people in Oklahoma are right over there in Oklahoma right now. You can go and talk to them right now about what they are going through with the Cherokee Nation. Since y'all like Indians so much, I'm just saying. And some of y'all think y'all is Indians. I'm just saying. I hope you ain't one of them Indians. Oh, them Indians catching hell from their slave masters. That boy. So how you fall in that program, mister? How long we got over here? 50 minutes in. Okay, I'm sure hope y'all over here on YouTube having a fine, fantastic old time and stuff as we move through some of these here issues and stuff that seem to be overlooked with the Carmelo caper. Don't get this twisted. The twins pursued the young brother that didn't even look like a hard brother. And I would imagine that that would be enough incentive to give some bully white tea guys a sense of, I think we might be able to take him. He don't look rugged. He don't look like the ones you see on TV. Be fighting the police and everybody. Like they fight. Like one of them had like 6 police and 6 would be on them. And they be like, "Now this ain't one of them kind. This one of them. I think we can take this one." Yeah. He didn't look all scarred up. He didn't. Hey, he wasn't thugged out up in there. He wasn't thugged out with the big jacket and all that on, with the jewelry on. Nah, he didn't look like that. If he'd have looked like that, oh no, y'all wouldn't have went near him. Wouldn't have went near him at all. He looked like the one y'all see on TV in one of them rap videos. Oh no, you ain't going nowhere near him. Oh yeah, he could have been sitting there with with uh with flowers, blowing circles on the school campus, and with nobody saying nothing to Tyrone, thugged out up in the bleachers. I guarantee it. But little Carmelo, looking so innocent. He got a 3.7 grade point average. He an excellent student. Oh yeah, we can take him. We mad at him anyway, cause he's so smart. Let me see if he can smart his way out of this little scenario. He did, though, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he surprised y'all. And now y'all want to blame him. My mother's father is 100% Cherokee ancestor. Come says it's World War One. How do I prove my history? It is hard. The way the Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma are playing it, they're saying you have to be able to prove that you have one pure blood Cherokee ancestor to be able to claim Cherokee ancestry. And they like, ain't nobody keep no names. What were you talking about? We've been here all the time. We speak Cherokee. No. So you got to go to the Bureau of Indian Affairs and stuff. But at the end of the day, first of all, we need to know all of the facts. we do know that the five considered the five civilized tribes of North America that were in cahoots with the South during slavery. Not only that, some of the Indian nations act as what? Slave catchers. That's right. Would catch runaway slaves trying to get from the South to the territories, to freedom. And the Indians were standing in their way. Mhm. That's the reason why a lot of runaway slaves had to head into Mexico, where they got a little bit of a break in Mexico, but not always. Go check the history because Mexicans are Anglo Saxon, Spaniard, and North American native mixed together. In case you didn't know. Y'all don't do history, so yeah. So it's amazing that y'all know anything. Okay, over here on YouTube, Facebook, we are about to wrap this up. Okay, but before I go, on YouTube and Facebook, I do want you to understand what I have on the screen in front of me. I could flip the camera, but I'm not. I have income in America by race, ethnicity, or ancestry. Ethnicity or ancestry. Now, you know what ancestry means, right? Bloodline. You are your bloodline, not your color. Color don't mean nothing. You can be any color. All right, so take this right here. The list of household incomes in America, and this is on blackdemographics.com, but you can Google this information and get it from a lot of places. I'm going to step out the way for a second here. And y'all can look at this. Maybe I'll go this way. Y'all can look. Yeah, okay, go this way. Y'all can look at this list right there. And as you can see on that list, uh, as you can see on that list right there, at the top of the list of household income in America at $111,817 are Asians. You feel me? At the top of the heap in America are Asians. Second are Ghanaians. That's right, from Ghana at $84,323. Ghanaians, you do realize that Ghanaians were the number one slave seller on the African continent. And it shows with their income in America. They were the number one slave sellers, and they at the top of the heap at number two under Asians and Ghanaians is who? Mr. Charlie and them white folks at $83,121. Oh, Lord Jesus. Who next? Who is number four? Nigerians. Now, we in America, bro. We in America. This is household incomes by race, ethnicity in America. See, Nigerians is number two slave seller. Ghanaians, number one. You know, they got the slave castle. You can go visit where they used to hold them waiting on Miss Charlie and them to show up. Hey, we got you, Miss Charlie. We got a whole castle over here full of them. You know, yeah. So you got Asians, which is your tech guys, your Southeast Asian, like Kamala Harris and them, right? Okay, since y'all voted for Kamala Harris, you thought she was like y'all Southeast Asian. She up there at the top. That part. Cause up under Asians, Southeast Asian, India, tech guys are the other Asians, like Japanese, Korean, woo wop, them, they right up under there. And I think theirs is like 110 or something like that. Like Japanese, Chinese, them right there. Then they get white people, like white tea people right there. Then you get Nigerians. And then the total US, this is like, you know, the average white tea American, they got 77, you know. They like trailer parks, something like that, you know what I mean? They're struggling a little bit. Not too much though, but they up there. Who, who next? Jamaicans. Jamaicans coming in number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at 72,972 whopping dollars household income. Okay. So who numbers it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Who number 7? At number 7. I think that is non-Hispanics. That's why it's up. Non-Hispanic. They that must be like what I can't see it all on my screen. I can pull it up on some other stuff. Okay. They're at 72,657. And then you get who? Up on here like number 8. Ethiopians? Good Lord Jesus. Ethiopians in America get money? What? They like number 8. Who up under them? Oh, Lord Jesus. Haitians coming in at $71,771. Who up under them? Oh, shit. We got Pan African or something, African Latinos or some shit like that. They like 69,467. And you get down there, you got some other folks down there. You got some south of the Sahara or something. They coming in at 69,000. Then you got, I think you got some south of the Sahara. And then at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, at the very bottom, at the socio-economic ladder by household income is the niggers, is the N-word, is African American coming in at a whopping $53,927. In the country that you've been in for 400 years, got Black History Month, that invented practically everything in America. And the people that were selling slaves from Africa and the people that was buying the slaves in America is the people at the top of the economic food chain in America. Old slave seller money and old slave buyer money is at the top of the heap. And we, as black people, ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery, are we supposed to be cool? We supposed to be cool being at the bottom? You're talking about systematic racism. Oh yeah, it's a system that keep us at the bottom when everybody else done come in and run right over the top of us. You know, even when Trump says that immigrants is getting your job, shit, that is, there they are. Every last one of them immigrants is making more money than you, bro. Now you got to think, if those immigrants work here, who would have those jobs? You, me, yeah. We had them jobs if immigrants wasn't here. So you got to figure who let the immigrants in. White tea people gave them permission in the 80s. Huh? And when they say we all the same color and we all the same, how come they don't help us? How come the Ghanaians that sold slaves ain't helping the slave ancestors, the descendants of the slaves that they sold in America? Why they over here in cahoots with the American slave buyers' children? Yeah, yeah. Why is that? How is this working? How is this math working? If this math ain't controlled, if this math ain't controlled, and it's black people, you think you're gonna make it up this ladder? You think you're gonna make it up this ladder? You think you're gonna make it from the bottom? You think you're gonna make it from the bottom up through all of this, all these people on top of you? You're gonna make it through them without some kind of hella plan. You better have a hella plan in America if you're gonna get through these. And y'all talking about y'all got the bag? You talking about you got the bag? Where? Where your bag at? It ain't up here. It ain't up here. Your bag ain't up here. And one of the reasons why it ain't up here, let me give you another statistic. What I got up here? Hold on. Let me give you another statistic. The Asians' marriage rate is 95%. All of the people above us got a higher marriage rate as well. That part. Marriage is the foundation of building wealth. We at the bottom not only because we haven't done politics since the 60s about reparation and some more cool stuff like Democrats, what have y'all done for us lately? Because see, y'all been doing, your vote is a gift. No, your vote is an exchange. What do I see? It's like your vote is money, right? Now, what do you get in exchange for the money that you spend as a vote for the Democratic Party? What are you buying with your vote? Better yet, what did you ask for? What did you demand of the Democratic Party since you the majority black people? Since you the majority group in the Democratic Party, without you, us, there is no Democratic Party. You do understand that. All right. And even though the Democratic Party represents the Confederate South, the Dixiecrats, you do know that, right? Okay, cool. Now that you know some of the basics, You got to say to yourself, how come you're not getting anything from the Democrats if, in fact, you are the majority block in the party? Closed mouth don't get fed. You ain't asked for nothing. Ask and thou shalt receive. Not only did you not ask for anything, you didn't demand anything. You didn't say to the Democratic Party, cut the check, reparation, or you never go to the White House again. Ever. How about that? That's leverage. When did you ever do that? When did you, as a group of so-called black people, ever stick together? Huh? Give me one time. You stuck together, stood on business, and we want this. Since integration, you ain't stood on nothing. Since 64, you ain't stood on nothing. Since getting the dogs and Martin Luther King getting it on the balcony, you ain't did nothing. What, you get spooked? Oh, what? Malcolm X get it? What, you get spooked? Y'all get nervous? Kennedy get it? What, y'all get spooked? Oh no, coming out here and being in this arena of the truth. Oh yeah, you get a target automatically. And first, it's just a little target, and the bigger the audience get, bigger the target get. It's kind of the downside of being popular when you write. Now that's a problem. Yeah. Right. The truth. Oh Lord Jesus, they listening to him. He telling the truth. Oh, we might have to do something about that. Yeah. See, nobody bothers Al Sharpton. Why? Hey, he ain't gonna rock the boat. He got a job. He got a job at MSNBC. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't gonna say nothing. Me, I ain't got no job. I work for you. I don't work for corporate America. I work for you. The people, PhoenixStreetNews.com, radio and television is here for you. For your stuff. For our truth. Not their, not you can't say their misunderstanding of the truth because they know exactly what the truth is. But they know how to tell the story because he who controls the story, the printed word, the word, controls the mindset. So he got a lot of voices saying Carmelo is guilty. ABC, NBC, CBS, blah, 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 Fox, everybody. Who we got? Who do we have saying that our guy, our people in this instant is right? Period. Who we got? Who can you turn to other than the Black Authority on YouTube, Tone Talks, Breaking Brown, and Yvette Cornell? It's a handful of people that you can go to for the truth. And if you don't know Yvette Cornell or Breaking Brown, if you don't know Antonio Moore, those two co-founders of ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery, ADOS, if you don't know them, oh, you slipping. You slacking. You don't know black economics. You don't know how this list was formulated. If you don't know Antonio Moore, the guy that wrote the book Freeway Rick Ross, if you don't know him, oh Lord, about the whack, in LA? No, no. If you don't know about him, if you don't know about the Iran Contra and Reagan and Clinton and them getting the stuff to LA and getting it distributed into the streets, I didn't know that. Words are powerful, sharp turn, opportunists, just like Jesse Jackson and a bunch of free. Of course, they got their money. Their job was to pacify us with the look of we've arrived. No need to fight anymore. Y'all here now. You got Jesse. You got Al. You remember Al was an informant. uh-uh. So Obama, the brown skinned white guy, actually. And the thing about it is, see, when we don't pick the leader, they will. And if they pick the leader, oh, we screwed. So if we don't pick the leader from out the bottom of the barrel down here with us that know about us, oh, then we about to get hoodwinked. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. You got to get a brother or a sister from the mud that we have watched grow over the years, that we've groomed and pruned for the job. See, we got to pick our politicians. That right. We got to train our politicians. Now, one of the other things, let's see, how much time I got? I may go an hour and a half on YouTube over here for you guys because we're getting ready to get into another important um, segment. In a post that I shared earlier today, yesterday, uh, had to do with this brother was explaining this economic issue right here, right? And the reality of this economic issue is that black people, not these people up here at the top, the Ghanans, and those ain't black people, those Africans. It's different. They're not like us. All right. Our people from slavery in America, the boomers hold 61% of the total black ADOS from slavery wealth. Over half. Not the movie stars, not the rappers, the old niggas, the old people. They got the money. How long are they going to live? They all over 72 years old. They all my age. How long you think they live? The life expectancy in America for a black man is 71. I'm 74 now, well, I'm 75. All have already defied gravity. As far as a black man, I ain't even supposed to be alive at all. Okay, so now, how long you think I live now? In the pensions and their property, because old black folks didn't do investment. They didn't play the stock market like that and movement. They didn't have a whole lot of money. have some bonds and stuff, you know. So when they pass on in 20, 25 years, their pension will be gone. Their property, which is where a good bit of their investment is, big mom and them. For you people that are probably in your 40s, mid 40s, 40s, 45, 50s, your parents are in their 60s right now, right? When they get my age, their parents will be gone. Big mama and them will be gone. The house that y'all used to go and have Thanksgiving will be gone. Can't call Big Mama and them no more. And guess what? The house that Big Mama and them was living in, they got a second and third mortgage on it. So they could go on a cruise and buy a new car that they didn't need. So you, in your late 40s or 50s, when you thinking you getting ready to get something, when Big Mama and them pass away, oh, you ready for a rude awakening. Ain't nothing. So that means wealth is gone. What you got left? Income. That's all you got left. Now, a lot of y'all got nice jobs. You can't live off of income. You don't live off income. You live off inheritance and investments. You don't live off income. If you got to live off income, you about to be done, bro. You about to be done. Right now, the majority of Gen Z or whatever people that are in their 40s, they mid 40s, 50s, of people buying property late, right? Took out their career, right? People in their 40s having kids, right? Buying their first house, buying houses. How they buying the houses? Inheritance. They parents is gifting them 10,000, 100,000. Oh yeah. You came from slavery. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting no help with your down payment on your house that you supposed to. You ain't getting no help with your student loan that you supposed to, because your parents were supposed to pay for your education in the first place. You weren't supposed to even be getting no loan. When does the kids pay for their own education? Oh yeah. Not only did black boomers and parents drop the ball, they didn't encourage their kids to stay in tradition. You don't get married young and start building wealth early, you're going to come up short. Because from 25 to 65, 40 years, right? That's why people that went into the military when they were young in their 20s, retired by 40s, 44, 45, retired from the military, got a military pension, then go to work for the post office, work another 20 years, and retire at 65 with two pensions. Huh. Some of you ain't gonna have one. That part. You ain't gonna have one pension. But you ain't worked nowhere 20 years. As a matter of fact, it's not that many businesses around that's gonna let you work 20 years. Oh, they're gonna get rid of you before that happens. Oh yeah, we don't do retirement anymore, bro. It's a new world. Nah. See, this is the let me tell y'all how it works. Life is tribal, whether you think it's tribal or not. See these? These is tribes. These are tribes, whether you like it or not. These are tribes. Ethiopian tribe, Jamaican tribe, Nigerian tribe, white tribe, Ghanaian tribe. These are all tribes. Now, you at the bottom, Afro Americans, you don't think you have a tribe. You think you just all some kind of homogenous group and everybody gonna pitch in to save you. Ain't gonna happen, bro. Ain't gonna happen. You better have a plan. Obviously, right now, you ain't got no plan. That's why you at the bottom of this pile. One, you don't have family. Family elevates you because you putting two groups of people, two families, resources together. Her family's resources and your family's resources together. Now you got access to both families' resources in case y'all need something, in case something goes sideways. Y'all can draw on extended family. That's what extended family is for. But you ain't got extended family, so you ain't got no help. And you ain't married either. You ain't got no partnership. How that work? How you gonna have a small business of family without a documentation, without receipts? Cause people lie. You know people lie. I ain't married to you. I ain't jumped that broom. And then people say, "Oh, I don't need no documentation." Okay, bunch of y'all got babies out of wedlock without no documentation. How is that working out for you? How it working out? Where them babies' daddies at? With no documentation. How they doing? You don't want the man in your life? Yeah, well, he ain't in your life. Neither one. The man or the man that you made babies with. He ain't in your life either. Now what? No tradition. You cut out tradition and you cut off the head of the snake. That's what you do. You can, but look, there's only a certain number of ways to get the best outcome. You got the best way to get a good outcome, you got a mediocre way to get a good outcome, and you got ain't gonna get a good outcome. Now, which one you gonna pick? The one that's gonna have the best outcome, the one that's gonna have a mediocre outcome, or the one that's gonna be a failure? I think you would want to choose the one that's going to have the best outcome. Well, the best outcome is a marriage, period. Even if it fails, the best try is a marriage. Because everybody's supposed to be all in. Generally, the man is all in, the woman is like waiting on an exit. That's why you got to have prenups. Whatever I had when you got here, Missy, is mine. It never becomes yours. That part. What you brought with you is what you got. What you brought with you, your income, your car, your kids, whatever you brought with, that's what you got. Now, what we build from the time that you get here, from we say that I do, to the time that you say you don't, oh, that's all you get is a piece of that plus what you brought. And you get to go. And you don't get to take my kids when you go. That part. You already got the option to unalive the kids through AB. So you already got way more power than you need. See, I could want my child, and you could say, I don't think so. And then if you do say it's okay, now I gotta pay. But you get to decide whether I pay or not, because you got the power of whether my child lives or don't live. Ain't that nothing? How am I, as a man, giving you that much power to decide whether my offspring live or don't live? Huh. The only way I get power over whether my offsprings live or don't live is with marriage. Huh. That's how I get power and take a hell of a risk. But that's the only way I get power of my children. That part. And as long as I maintain my part as being a good husband, she can think whatever she wants. When we go to court, bye. See you later. We don't want to be you. Come along, kids. Because we already know that children do worse with women than they do with men. So, as a responsible man and the breadwinner, see, and that's how you got to be careful, bro. When women try to come into your life with more income than you, beware. Because she going to try to flex when it comes to the separation. Well, I'm a better parent because I got more income. But more income don't make a woman a better parent. That part. Because single women with children raise worse kids, whether they got high income or not. That part. Because women and discipline don't work. Kids don't pay attention to women when it comes to discipline. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do as a woman to discipline children. There's only so much you can do. Outside on a lot. But now a man, oh, he can put the fear of just coming in the room. Daddy's home. Oh boy. It could get ugly. Yeah. When mama's home, ain't nobody nervous. Mom's here. Yeah, right, whatever. Did you clean the room? No. Why not? No, I want to. Whatever. Nothing gets done. Because officially, you can't put your foot in kids' butt properly, like it's supposed to be placed. You gonna miss. You gonna ping, your little stiletto gonna graze the booty and then it ain't gonna land right. But a flotium, a flotium of Stacey Adams, oh no, they gonna go square dead up the middle. Go long up the middle. Oh yeah, it's gonna be effective too. I guarantee you. when the man puts down discipline in the house, it is going to be effective. When the wife tell the kids, wait until your father gets home, oh, it's going to be a problem. Kids already know. Oh, Lord Jesus. She going to tell dad? No, not that. Anything but that. You don't get that effect from mama, nothing. I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. Oh, yeah. No kid care nothing about that. When the last time you took some kids out? Ain't happened. Other than at the AB clinic, you taking them out over there. But other than that, nah, you ain't raising no hell with the kid. And when you do, you like way over the top. I'll kill her. You just, and the kids is like, I think mom need medication. We need to have some stories. Y'all need to come on and talk about the experience with your single ass mama. Because y'all ain't telling the truth. It ain't no way. Because the statistics say that the kids are the worst of worst kids raised with they single mom. That means that y'all got some stories that y'all ain't told. You want to be a rapper and you want to make some money, tell those stories instead of that bullshit stories y'all been telling. Like, I got this and I got that and I got this and I got that. No. Talk about you ain't had no daddy. Talk about that. Talk about them lights getting turned off. Talk about that. Talk about your mama coming in the house with 2 or 3 different dudes every other 6 months or so. Her phone being turned off. She got to stay out late with this dude and that dude and get some bills paid. Oh, she flying out of town and she doing all kind of shit on somebody else's money. Users. But at the same time, you are being used up. Used up. And they say that a lot of you women that have multiple bodies, that a lot of them men's DNA is still in your body, in your system for years. And a kid of yours might come out looking like one of them other dudes that you slept with years ago. Because their DNA is still mixed into yours with your body count. So ain't no telling what your baby will look like. Might not look like the daddy. Because some of your prior body's fluid is floating around in you. Ooh, Lord. And that DNA is affecting the way you think. So you got this guy's mindset in your head and that guy's mind. Ooh, Lord. And y'all talking about y'all know y'all value? Value is something that's hard to get to, not easy to get to. Value is rare. None of y'all are rare. None of our women right now are rare. You used up on purpose in the name of I can do what I want to. Well, you did what you wanted to. You ruined your body. And now You can go somewhere in your own little town, and it's 3, 4, 5, 6 men that can say, "Oh yeah, I had that. Oh, I know about them tattoos. They got a little tattoo right there about it. Blah 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 blah." How's a man gonna be able to be with you when you been with every other man in the city? At least some of the main ones, right? There's main ones that is subject to be active in the streets. That you and your new dude is out having dinner, and then some weirdo comes up to your old lady and says, "Hey, how you doing?" And you like, what the hell just happened? One of the old dicks. And what makes it bad, women don't never know whether or not one of the old dicks is going to get out of line with your new dick. It's going to say, "Ah, yeah, I used to hit that boy. You ain't doing nothing. I had that already. You ain't doing nothing." Something somebody had already, and you got it now? Are you winning? Really? Really? Come on now. Y'all talking about bodies don't matter? Shit. Ask the men that's done hit it. When they can come up and say, "Yeah, I hit that too." "Yeah, I hit that. You hit that too?" "Oh, fuck, bro." Like sharing notes, sharing photos. "Yeah, I got photos. Look at that right there. Ain't that their ass? Sure is. Ain't that the tats? Ain't that the scars?" "Yeah." "Where did she say she got that scar from?" "Oh man, she told me blah 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 blah." Everybody got your body history. And you talking about you valuable? You got people around your town with your body history. They own the list. And you gonna try to tell a man he got to respect you? And you been with them, bam, bam, pow, boom. And every man gonna do you different. One man gonna have you this way. Next man gonna have you that way. Pulling your hair. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you do it. Because you got to be submissive at the time you with the guy. And he doing you whichever way he want to do because you got to collect. You can't mess up the flow. You piss him off, you ain't gonna get nothing. You just got your apartment paid for, got a down payment, or got your stuff out of tow, or anything could have happened. Oh, you got to give it up. Oh, you got to give it up. They just sent you on a trip. Oh, you got to give it up. Yeah. You got to put your face on it. You got to do everything. That's what you signed up for. Because you don't want no husband. You want to be community property, is what you want to do. All right? Nothing, nothing gets better with age and use. Nothing but men. And because with age and use, we get better. That's right. We get better at this. We get better at being men. We get better at making money. We made better contacts over the years. And our value has gone up over the years. Meanwhile, in between time, women your value is going down. Only thing that keeps your value up is you got a husband. You valuable to him. Everybody else, all best is off. No, that's right. Because you've been run through. Oh, nobody wants to be associated with that. People want to be associated with brand new, with fresh. So even older men aren't accepting used, damaged goods. Now, older men is buying new. Yeah. If you can afford a new car, you're not going to buy old. No, you're not. No, not even a classic. Because even the classic, you ain't going to drive it every day. It's going to be sitting in the garage where old shit is. And you're going to be driving that new sporty model every day. Come on, baby. And she right there with you. Got your wheelchair. Come on, Big Daddy. You're like, come on. That could have been Big Mama, but she couldn't stay. She had to go. Bye, baby. See you later. I'm still getting money as a man, still getting money, still doing business. And women love security. And the old man provide security. And he ain't gonna be around much longer. So it's a win-win for her. She like, hell yeah. Put the ring on. And on some Al Pacino or something, hell, you might be 75, 76. Bam, bam, bam. Little baby. You got a business. She gonna be all right. Everything gonna be cool. You gonna get to live again. Ugh. Well, everybody's like, oh, you ain't got no business having no baby at your age. No, your body wouldn't be able to make them if you weren't supposed to be having a business making them. I think the creator know more than you about what a man's supposed to be doing with his tools. That's functional. So you've been brainwashed to think that the value of a man is minimized with age. No, you are minimized with age. Because why we are here is to procreate. And once you can't procreate, your value, and a man is still procreating, and he can get younger replacements to keep procreating. My man Yice that got married, moved to Cali, his father, he got 7 brothers and 7, 8, 6 sisters or whatever. His father, 9 baby mamas. 9. He did the whole um abacus. He did the whole beads and the thing. Cause 1 to 9 is your digits. Then he's a 0, make 10. That's just perfect. He got 31 aunts and uncles, or first cousins, aunts and uncles, something. 31. Now think about this. If the families had been like really tight, that nigga like a king. He walked through 9 wives, 17 kids, 30 grandkids. What? When they pull up to the family reunion, they like 200 deep. One family line, one bloodline. Nah, that's killing the game right there. And queens want to be a part of that kind of pride. Yeah, because that's wealth right there. All of them collectively, them 9 wives, them kids and him collectively getting money. No, you don't need reparation with a program like that at all. You about to go get money. You got 9 wives, and that's 9 incomes, and yours make 10 incomes. Oh, bro, you finna ball. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be like got rich. That's got wealthy written all over it for 500 years. 9 wives? Shh, bro, come on. Y'all slow. Although you're going to have to pull that off now because 2050 is coming like that. And your family is just went from family to no family. Just a bunch of individuals with baby daddies and baby mamas and stuff. And that ain't going to work. Well, y'all gonna have to bring that shit together. Big Mom and them my generation getting ready to be gone. Getting ready to be gone. And y'all think y'all smart? Ooh, Lord Jesus, we about to find out. I just wish I could live to be like 115 or something. So I could see it. I'd be like, ooh, Jesus, I told y'all. I sure tried to tell them way back out in 19 and 20 and 25. I tried to tell them now, young people, I said, look here, y'all ain't gonna be doing so good. And they were like, shut up, old man, you don't know nothing. All right. This is my prophecy. I tried to tell y'all I didn't want to, and I don't think I did. I didn't want to say nothing about the Pope wasn't gonna make it, when he was in the hospital all the time. I didn't want to tell y'all that he wasn't gonna make it. He'd have been in there too long. I didn't think he was gonna make it out of the hospital. Seriously speaking. But I mean, you got a guy moving around, creeping around like that. I mean, these people ain't healthy. These people ain't healthy at all. Overweight and everything, just glutton, just eating up everything, and it's all just no too much. So I mean, what the hell? What's a pope anyway? I mean, they're gonna replace him. We're gonna get a new pope. We need a new president. What we need right now. We don't need nothing else. Impeachment. Y'all better get busy. Y'all better get busy. I don't want this man to be running wild much longer. Y'all want to say, look, all right, we've seen enough. And for Black folks, survival, yeah, poly is the future. Whether you like it or not, I know a lot of you women don't. I don't know poly. But it's for young women. It ain't for you old broads. Y'all can't have no kids and stuff anyway, and y'all want to be by yourself. Fine. Old Black men, 60 plus, 50 plus, and women between 20 and 30 are going to build the next generation of Black people. And it's going to be a hard, slow, freaking process. Because one man has got to make about 3 or 4 kids a year for the next 5, 10 years. Exactly. Exactly. And have business plans. Have business plans because collectively, guys that are poly are going to have to get together and have poly families working together, doing business and commerce. And so creating business models and then collectively enforcing those business models. Quick, I see one of the problems that Black people have is we don't produce anything. So we got to start producing some kind of goods and services, food, farming, clothing, food, clothes, and shelter. You got to produce the basics. So you get food and clothing. Black people are king of style, queen of style. So fuck, we got to start making some shit and selling it to everybody else, not selling it to each other. Making shit and selling it to them, right? Because we the one that's cool. We so cool. And so we got to sell cool to everybody else instead of everybody else selling our cool to us. How that work? I seen people buying afros. Actually, I seen a person buy an afro wig with they had nappy hair. I'm like, why don't you just grow out your nappy hair? I don't know. See, and y'all can cut the weaves off too, because we sick of them. Anyway, I gotta go. What we got over here? Oh shit, 2 hours. All right, that was perfect time. I didn't know it was gonna move that like that. All right, so appreciate that. YouTube and this show will be on PhoenixStreetNews.com. TV and radio for sure. Appreciate everything. YouTube, we don't worry about YouTube views because this content needs to be on our TV network and it has to go through YouTube because I use a GoDaddy build website building system and they go primarily through YouTube in order for content. So for video and shit. So till next time, y'all, on YouTube, Facebook, sayonara.